The paradigm shift of journalist and publisher as authoritarian source coming on down from high versus facilitating a dialogue and facilitating activity with the community, that's one of the biggest shifts going on right now. The ideas are coming from outside the industry. I mean, the ideas are coming from the web, and the ideas are coming from consumers on the web and from the users and the stakeholders who have now unlimited choices about what information they're going to read, use, absorb, share, copy, see, read. So those ideas now are really everywhere, and to try to harness them is a challenge for the publishing industry because they're not used to understanding and living with this much change. The industry, because of the technology and the disruption that's occurring, is going through what many, many other industries have gone through. And it's commoditizing, and when industries commoditize, they're really, the industry has to start looking less at its products and more at its markets. And so what's happening is that, it's no longer about books and magazines and newspapers. It's no longer about databases or the container. It's about how do you take that content and unleash it with technology to serve the needs of your marketplace, and how do you do that throughout your entire brand. And we've been talking about it as a brand experience and likening it to things like Starbucks and MasterCard and water companies where they're really commodities, credit cards and all these things. And what these companies have done, Apple with music, has created the experience of the brand. So we think it's time for publishers to start doing more of that. So now it's about kicking it up a notch and creating interesting products in a lot of different venues. And when I say product, I mean a book, or when you think about the music industry, and it's a favorite example of mine, where now all of a sudden lyrics are being sold. So it wasn't just ringtones that have been unbundled, but now lyrics are being unbundled. People want to have access to lyrics, and because they want to be able to get pieces of lyrics to do things, whatever they're going to do. And so it's like the ultimate atomizing. It's the ultimate kind of breaking apart. And so who says it has to be, on a record or in a CD or on a tape, going back prior generations of technology. It's about taking it and marketing it in its pieces and parts. I've watched the world of technology, and I've watched the world of publishing and information services, and they are light years away from each other in terms of competitive DNA. So I believe that change has to happen faster than it's happening, and I think the industry's too steeped in tradition for sometimes its own good.